Hello, welcome back. Hopefully I can edit all that out. 1995 banging tunes on there. Little taster actually while you're there. He says. Anybody remember that? Right, anyway, back with the programme. So, I'm Richard Painter. So today we've got some BMW headlights. We've already painted the car. You'd have seen that on possibly a previous video. This is just like a little video just to say, well, see how we do headlights properly, if you like. So, a little bit of waffle to start with, a bit of backstory. I will show you the headlights. So there's a coating, the polycarbonate lenses nowadays. There's a coating on them that fails, mainly because of the UV from the sunshine and washing, that type of thing. They get scratched, breaks down the coating, and then they go all skanky. So you can polish it to a degree on the car. Some people will flat and polish it, that type of thing, but once the coating's failed, it's failed. So polishing it will only be a temporary measure. If you were selling the car and you wanted to polish it up quickly just to make it, you represent the vehicle nicely, that's one option. Or if you can't afford to do it properly and you're happy to come out and keep polishing it every now and again, that's fine. Right, let me take you off here so I can show you, make more sense. So basically you can see it's all broken down. You see how dull they are now. They're all dulled, manky colours. So basically what we're going to try and do is try and get them looking really nice again. So products we're using, the only one my paint company recommend is a Leckler product, which has got a ridiculous amount of UV and high solids in it. It's very expensive. It works out just over 100 quid a litre, that's what I've been paying for it. You don't use a lot on headlights, but initial cost to have it sat on the shelf. You'll probably get maybe 4 lots of lights out of it if you had to buy it the way I buy it. If you're lucky, depending on the size of the lights. We buy it in small pots, that's why it works out roughly about 100 pound a litre. Right, so what we're basically going to do is we're going to have to sand all that coating off back to the plastic, and then we're going to recoat them. So we're going to start with a 320 grit. I'm going to sand all that off. You'll see it come off. I'm going to try and get the camera at a good angle if I can. If not, I'll put my head mount on, because somebody told me to get one of them. Humble painter man, forget his name. So I'll be able to show you some bits anyway. But let's give it a go anyway. Right. So basically we've got our DA. We've got an interface pad on there. If you can see, it's about 1 centimetre thick. So we're going to put these on. Important to line up the holes because we want the dust extracted, and then we're going to sand that off, and I'll show you each stage basically, so you'll see what I mean. We're going to finish. Some people finish in about 800. I always try and finish in about 1000 just to refine that scratch a little bit more. I'd imagine you can get away with both. It just freaks me out a little bit, so I prefer just to take it that bit more. Right, I don't know if I pressed that or not. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. You can see 2 different colours here. Basically that's some of the coating that's left, and then we're down to the actual polycarbonate, if you like, here. So we're going to carry on sanding, get the rest of this coat off, and then work our way down the grades. Right, So we've done these 320, we've now dropped down to a 500, and we're going to refine them 320 scratches, again with an interface pad. Okay, I think we're back on, so we're down to 800 now. Put that on there. Right, we're back on hopefully you can see what we're doing. So basically what I've done is that's 800 now, and I've just cleaned it off just to get rid of any residue, and now we're just going to use 1000 and just pop back over there again. Right, hopefully it kind of makes sense now. So we've sanded it down to 1000 grit. So what we're going to do is use one of these little preppy pads. You can use Scotch pad, anything really. We're only putting clear coat on, and it's only for the areas that you'd never see when it's back on the car anyway. So grey Scotch, red Scotch. These happen to be the Indasa ones, but these are new to me. I'm just trying them out, but you know, Scotch pad's fine. Or the Merca Softflex pads, that type of thing. So all we're going to do basically is scrub around all the edges. Let me spin you around a bit easier. You see, all right. You see there, yeah, so just going to use a pad, give it a scrub. We want it clean for clear coat anyway. But as we're doing the edges, so we don't have to worry about the top on this, because it's black. That bit fits under the wing, under the bonnet, sorry. So we don't have to worry about that. Could have done with wiping that off really first though. Alright, we'll be scrubbing that off then. Obviously been there too long. Now everybody does do these differently. I've seen lots of different ways of doing these. Some people do them on the car, which is fine. As long as you can get to the edges nicely, because what you don't want is that sat on the car, you clear coat this piece, assuming you can see, you clear coat that front, and then it all starts peeling around all the edges because you've got no access to them, you see. So this is why the front bumper's off anyway. This is the best time and the best way to do them, my opinion of course, to make sure you get all your edges. Because we don't want any failures, you see. And when you get a product failure, which does happen, the first person to blame is, well, me in this case. They'll blame me for the product, for it going that way, rather than actually what's wrong with it, if you know what I mean. So this is why you need to try and cover yourself as best you can. As the years go on, you adapt. That was a bit in your face there, wasn't it? You adapt to these things, and the stuff that you maybe would have done 2 or 3 years ago, probably, you know, you're not going to do it again, if you know what I mean. Or if you've had a problem with a certain product, you're not going to use it again. So more waffle for you there, but right, so we're just going to let that dry quickly. It's just had a panel wipe. I don't know if you saw that or not. Just had a panel wipe, so it's clean now. You'll get an idea if I wet that up now. You can already see it's not yellow anymore, can't you? I'm assuming you can see that properly. So now what we need to do, get that masked up. Well, let it dry, get it masked up. I've got the other one to do. And then when they're all masked up and everything, we'll come back and show you what we're using. I'll join you back in the paint room actually, show you what products we're using. Right, back again, we're in the paint room now. So, where are we? That's the clear coat, so you can see it there, look. So basically you mix this 1-to-1 with its special hardener, air drying stuff. Very good stuff, just you know, a bit expensive really compared to how much you're actually getting, if you like. So we don't need 200, but I'm just going to mix a sectional. Battery keeps running low again, but he says anyway. Still can't put this there, can you? Right, so we're just going to pour that in there. So what I'll do is I'll just do it's roughly about 75ml of each. So what we're looking for, that'll be what, 150 altogether, won't it? So what we're looking for really, or for me anyway, I'm going to put one coat on, quite light but a closed coat, and then we'll let that flash 5-10 minutes and then just come back in and put a nice finishing wet coat on. I'll get this mixed up, set up, and we'll join us back in now. I need to change this battery. Right, hopefully that video makes some sense to somebody at least. So we've had 2 coats on. They've had about 10 minutes just to flash off and flow out, if you like, so you can have a better look now. So as you can see, for me anyway, this is the only way to do them correctly. The problem is if you use the wrong clear coat, it won't stick to plastic, or it'll dry and it'll be too hard, and then when you get a chip on it, which you will do because they're headlights, they're low down, it'll just start bursting out like that, and then you end up redoing them. So you can have that as a bit of free advice, because it happened to me in the past, which is why we swapped over to that one. We had to take bumper back off a Merc and do them again, because it's for some reason it really didn't like the plastic. So it is doable. Obviously just sand it back off and redo it, it's not a problem. Just try and avoid it, so try and use the right stuff where possible. Right, if you like these sort of videos, just give us a thumbs up if you don't mind, or a share. Let me know what you think in the comments, which way you do it. No doubt there's 15 different ways of doing it. Yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.